Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. I got a request here from our community members regarding SHIB coin. We're going to double check this here. It's been a little while since we had last looked at it. If you're not familiar, jump on over to our Discord and go ahead and submit some requests. I try to get to these as quick as possible, of course. Sometimes it might take me a day or two, but I will truly try my best to cover those. So again, that's available on our Discord along with our new fancy trade alerts, as well as my live charts here available for my community. So just a heads up, that is kind of what we're looking at there. Some back-end stuff that's really positive. Let's go ahead and pull up some charts here and kind of see where we're at. And just know that SHIB is looking like it kind of wants to break out. It's got some areas of interest. So my interest is peaked. I'm kind of curious where we're going to go from here. So let's quickly look at the liquidation here and just see. It's not a ton in the immediate near future. In other words, above and below the prices, we got like a pretty big gap between what down as low as 14 cents upwards closer to 19 cents. We're kind of in the middle of that, so not a ton of motivation in that regard from the last week's worth of trading. However, we do look at last month. It tells us a different story altogether. We got this low 1550 mark, or 1.5, however you look at it, 1.55 level. That is effectively the lower range here for SHIB. So again, depending on the chart you're looking at, you might see a few more or less zeros, but that is essentially that round number there with some heavy liquidation, somewhere in the range of $150 million. Okay, this may not seem like a lot, but that's kind of a lot for this coin. Quick little heads up too, I want to say thank you to my community. Getting some awesome feedback lately too. Near Protocol 48%, ICP 20%. Bitcoin 27, and then BNB 20%. We also took 20% off Solana too. Those are all shorts for the week. We're not long. Obviously, we may be shifting those gears though, because if we can confirm, Bitcoin holds the $66,000 to $67,000 mark, I think there's a good chance we'll see some green this weekend. But I would recommend not getting too crazy. It's a little early, but again, still looking pretty positive for the overall market. So how does that affect this coin, right? That's what we want to find out. Let's look at let's go and draw a trend line, because it's pretty obvious we can see that there. We'll go ahead and make that parallel, or just draw out a trend line here for the lower area there. That 0.618 fib level, right about what 1.55, 1.56 is that low support. So good news is we're kind of in the support range and effectively bounced off that area. So let's quickly look here at a couple of confirming factors on the daily. First of all, we're still under 50 on the RSI, not a great sign. Money flow index is bouncing off 30. That's commonly a good place to consider entry for a long, but me personally, I don't like taking trades right at that level just because that one thing. If you know anything by now, by watching my videos, I like confirmation, right? That's why we look at different time frames to get kind of a little bit of information from every different perspective, right? Why just have a polarizing view on one thing when you can look at a lot of different things, make an informed decision? It's the gray areas, folks, that keep us profitable, really. That's all there is to it. Take a look here, though. This is a concern. We got a MACD divergence here, of course. A lot of it stems from those massive red candles that we saw over the last 10 to 12 trading days. So keep in mind, a lot of that hinges on that. But we're still not over the 50 or the 20. Sorry, we're just barely above the 20-day SMA, but we're not over the 50 yet. And me personally, being above the 50-day SMA is a pretty important thing. The reason why is because, well, for one, it's 0.382 fib level, 17.3. There's a solid area there that may actually reject if the price comes up. So I'm speculating we're going to see the price action continue a little bit higher and then possibly pull back at that level. Okay. Again, it's not a guarantee, but the 50 I've noticed on the 4 hour is a pretty consistent number. Same thing with 50 on the RSI. We're not over that level either. Potential rejection here. If you've noticed, most coins that are below 50 on the RSI, they're underperforming. They perform better when they're over. It's just a kind of a common characteristic. So take that into consideration here as well. MACD is converging, giving us an indication that there's a shift in momentum, but most everything has a MACD convergence here today on the 4 hour, mainly because Bitcoin is up 3% on the day. Okay, that happens, and we'll see coins like this have that natural knee-jerk reaction. So me personally, it does feel like this is a false positive, mostly just because of how it's naturally responding to that. We're also under the 200-day SMA. So we don't have a lot of consolation here in the 4 hour. And you don't trade on consolation, but it's nice to know that it's there, right? And we don't have that. So no thanks. Don't like that. Take a look at the hourly. Quickly to note, Ichimoku Cloud. This is a positive confirming factor. Okay, let's talk about this here for a minute. Because again, the hourly time frame, this is generally the area I like to look for confirmation. So having said that, we've been maintaining above this recent point of control. Again, if we just look in the last 24 to 48 hours, it's actually more like 72 hours. We've seen the most amount of volume at this level here, which is, drum roll please, 16.7. So 1677, 1.67 depending on your chart. That is the level in which we see the price action holding above. Okay, so that's a good sign. That is showing that we have sustainability in this level. And we do compare this with Bitcoin's chart. We can see that it's maintaining, it's not pulling back. However, the fact that Bitcoin's making higher highs and higher lows, while SHIB is kind of just stuck on stupid, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Me personally, even though I love confirming factors like this, and this gives us every indication not to take a short position, so I wouldn't recommend that. It's letting us know too that the window of opportunity is closing if it doesn't make a move soon. So if today's trading candle closes at this current price point or lower, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're likely to go down. But again, from a smaller time frame perspective, it would also make sense for the price to do one of these and then reject to this next level. Again, I hope I'm wrong and the price just continues higher. But Bitcoin is due to correct itself a little bit. My personal opinion, 66, 67K. And if that happens and this coin is struggling while Bitcoin's going up, what's going to happen when Bitcoin goes down? I don't know, just a thought. All right, so hopefully that makes sense and I described this correctly. Thank you again so much for watching. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, comment below. Do yourself a favor and don't follow other YouTubers who are using my content to steal information. I won't say the name, but they have all of my trade signals on their channel, and this is a pretty big influencer. So again, we're still working out the details. I've been reassured that he's trustworthy, but whatever, we'll see. Either way, I greatly appreciate you. That's all there is to it. Thanks again to my community for being an awesome part of my life, and I just want to say thank you again. Make sure you join us over on Twitter, Telegram, or Discord if you want more access to consistent live updates there with our charts. And we'll look forward to seeing the next one. Appreciate your time. We'll see you the next one. Have a great rest of the day. Take care.